Thank you so much. Hari Om, and good evening, everyone. Okay. Sorry for a little technical delay because of the weather. It's okay. But I think you all will bear with me because we are going to talk about effective communication. Hari Om. Once again, I begin my session with a short prayer. Okay. It says, Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Once again, a very good evening to all of you. Gurudev said, please don't change the slide unless I say and I can't see, okay? Please don't change, okay? So
Okay,
training, exactly, just wait. I'll say next. Training the mind is essence of education. By quietening and disciplining the mind's wanderings, we can bring out the divinity in man. It is said, children are the very stream of our generation, and they are the rulers and makers of tomorrow. Upon them depends the future of the nation and the safety of our culture and tradition. It depends on us how we develop various skills in the children, especially communication skills. Next, next, Rakhi.
yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. We all are, we are teachers. I'm very proud to say that we all are teachers. And teaching is one of the most responsible professions in the world. A country with good teachers will always be on the fast track of development, as teachers are the ones who hone talent. To communicate with the students better, to connect with the teachers very well, to understand, it is very important that we develop in them communication skills. So it is important that we teachers have to develop this ability to get through students who have learning issues. Each student is different, so sometimes there are students with whom we need to communicate differently. It is very important. We need to communicate differently so that we can make them learn better and we can make the difference in their lives. So how important we are. Today, we are going to talk about the objectives, meaning effective communication. Now, when I talk about objective, definitely it is important on our part to say, I will definitely, highlight upon that actions are louder expressions of words. Actions are louder expressions of words. Values that our intellect holds ardently, accepts fully, decide the quality of our thoughts. And as are the thoughts, so is the action. And as our action, so is the communication. So communication plays a vital role in everybody's life, whether children, students, teachers, or the society. Next. 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 Continue, please continue. Continue. Yes. Yes. So our whole role of education is to empower youngsters to face the challenges of life and holistic development. When we talk of holistic development of skill, okay, I think the sound needs to be checked. Okay. So
No, ma'am.
when
It's
we talk about
audible.
holistic development of children, their physical, mental, emotional, and I highlight upon here emotional development. When we talk of emotional development, there needs our communication. A child is not well. He is emotionally broken. As a teacher, what we can do for children, and how we can, bring him out of the, problems. So developing life skills, grooming them as responsible global citizens, conducive environment for teaching learning process. It all depends on us. So communication, the role of communication plays a vital role in empowering youngsters for their holistic development. Communication is a core skill involving wide range of sub skills, workplace, and for the various other issues. So it is important that we need to develop these traits in the children. Communication is very, very important. The child enters the portals of the school and starts learning and starts communicating. Please, next. Next. Rakhi, next slide. Rakhi, next slide, please. The primary aim of education is not to enable students to do well in school, but to help them to do well in lives. Okay, and that they lead outside school. It is to understand the world around us and the world within us. It is not what you do for children, but what you have taught them to do for themselves and make them successful humanly beings so that they can touch the sky. And this is the aim of education. An aim of education can be well fulfilled with the developing proper skills and especially communication skills. Next, meaning. Communication is the sharing of information. Latin word communicate means to share, inform, influence, and express. Recognizing harmony in creation. Communication, how we share information. It all depends. Communication is not simply the act of transforming information, but it is how vehemently we talk about. It is, communication is, if you ask me, it is not what you say, but how you say. That is important. Raki, please check my voice is breaking. You check yours, okay? And all the teachers are requested to check their, devices too, okay? Chalo.
No,
So,
ma'am, voice is not working, ma'am.
okay. So I am getting the information. Anyhow, thank you, Raki. Next slide,
Okay.
please. Next. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah. So effective communicator, it is very important. Now, if you ask what is effective communication, so effective communicator is skilled in verbal skill, non-verbal listening. I would like to mention effective communication is the ability to express oneself both verbally and non-verbally in the ways which are appropriate for the cultures and situations. So effective communication makes a lot of difference in the lives of. It is not only transmitting messages, it is sharing thoughts, feeling through a sender, receiver, a medium, and a message. So speech must have the clarity. I missed out writing here digital literacy. The communication skill also adds to digital literacy. Next, please. Yeah. So good communication needs to be simple, voice modulation, visual perception, humility. All these traits are very, very important because it is important on the part of the teacher that how a teacher develops various skills in the children. The communication process refers to the series of actions and steps taken in order to communicate. In the schools also, we are having lot many programs. Why are we having programs? To develop their communication skills. The stage plays a vital role nowadays. So all the schools are having, lot many activities on the stage. Why? So that they become stage fear. They become, confident. They develop various traits through communication. So good communication needs to be simple, visual perception, humility, consistency, clarity. Through well, and I can say excellent communication, we can handle critical situations. On the stage also, if a child forgets something and he has a communication skill, he can make it up. Okay, so it provides better ways to understand others, to explain things. So how important the communication is in the life of all of us. Next slide, please. Yeah, good communication. Our epics and scriptures. Yes, this makes me tell you. Normally, we say children are useless and careless. No, 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 no. They are used less and cared less. Actually, they are great. They are too good. Only they need to be handled through communication. This makes me tell you, good communication, our epics and scriptures. All of you must have heard of Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna, when confronted by the huge army of the Kauravas, was on the verge of surrendering. It was then Lord Krishna, by his motivational communication, saved him from collapsing. Swamiji calls it Arjuna disease and Krishna treatment. Students are like Arjuna. We are like Krishna. And if you know Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Arjuna Samvad, oh my God, what a way of communication, how to imbibe values, culture. Rashmi Rathi, दिनकर जी की बहुत अच्छी किताब है ये. I read it in the school. It has 7 sargas. And every sarga has a communication. Karan Kunti Samvad, Karan Bhishan Samvad, Karan Arjun Samvad, and plenty. Bhishan Duryodhana, there are 7 sargas. A good, an example of communication. The Ramayana, we all know how Lord Dashratha, भगवान दशरथ को राम को 14 वर्षों के वनवास भेजना पड़ा था. Why? Because communication. He had made some commitment through communication, and he had to do. So what are there also? Lord Hanuman, his eloquence, okay, and his communication skills, how he saved from the troubles. Not only that, if you watch TV, the movies, serials, everything, every action has a communication. And as is the action, so is the communication. So movies, serials, news, e-news, newspaper, everything revolves around communication. In a nutshell, the world revolves around communication. Next. Next. Rakhi, next slide, please. Yeah, effective communication. Although I spoke about effective communication, but I would like to mention there are 7 C's of effective communication. Clear. Whatever we see, it must have the clarity. As already I said, it is not what you say, but how you say. That is more important. How it has the clarity in the thoughts. Concise, simple words. Some people have the habit of using bombastic words. No, use simple words. Concrete, provide exact words, what is required. Coherent, keep it related to main topic. Whatever we see, it has to evolve around the topic. Courteous, confident, and convincing. This makes me tell you a very short story in, 2, 3 lines. There was an old couple who had married for 52 years, and once Swamiji met them and asked them, "How are you so happy?" The old man on his wrinkled face said, "I am happy because my wife takes care of me." Wow, that's great. Every wife takes care. Then he asked the lady, "Why are you so happy? How you add to happiness?" The old lady said that, "I respect him. I love him in spite of all his habits." See the difference? Because and in spite. How the words play, word power plays, word is power. The word play. She said, "Okay, I love him in spite of." And he said because of. So because and in spite made the difference. Okay, so the effective communication makes a lot of difference. Next slide, please. Yeah, words hurt or heal. Words hurt or heal. It because the way we talk, as I already told about a story, he expressed because, and she said in spite of. So we all maintain relations in spite of. Is it not? In the school also, we teachers, students maintain relation in spite of anger, in spite of everything, but we maintain relation. So how it is important. So let us restrain from using but. That is incomplete. Words can change the, brain. Right words, right results. Body movements, expressions, speak of the person. So good communication is to maintain relations and solve issues. So effective communication, heals everything. It can, a simple word, बहुत नाराजगी हो गई, you are angry with your friend. A simple word, sorry, it's everything. Is it not communication? Okay, a simple word, sympathy. Is it not communication? So how to develop these traits in the children? That is our role as a teacher. Next slide, please. Yeah. So effective communication is very important because it is about, connecting friends, colleagues, and seniors. Why you like a certain friend? Because of a communication. Okay. Why you love your colleagues? In school, we are all colleagues. Okay. Still, why? Because we respect them. Okay. And effective communication makes us, attached. It develops integrity and values. Values are real treasures. Okay, values are valuable. This is very important that how we develop value system through proper communication. As I have told once upon a time, a short story, I will repeat it again. There was once upon a time king of Kasi and king of Ayodhya. They wanted to cross a bridge. The king of Kasi said, "Hey, it's my prerogative. I am the king. I need to cross the bridge, you wait. And the king of Ayodhya said, it is our prerogative. We always give way to others. See the communication. One is arrogant, one is submissive. Okay. So one is very unhappy. I mean, he wants shows dominance. Another is humble. So humility wins. It's all communication. So we should be humble. So through this, we can overcome the challenges. So developing strong communication skill is important to maintain relations. Next slide, Rakhi. Next slide. Next, please. Now, better response from stakeholders. If you are lovely, you have better stake from all the stakeholders. We love that. Student, teacher, society, parents, we all work together in a unison. We have five altogether. School, teachers, definitely parents, society. And if we have effective communication, it is not one-way traffic. It has to be both the ways. And with proper humility. And what will happen? More productivity. We will avoid conflicts. There are so many problems in the school. How you teachers handle? Through communication. You call the parents, you call the children, you counsel them. Okay, get the feedback. And that changes the workplace. And you all feel better. So all the teachers are also doing it, but let us put all into our children. Definitely they are learning by watching you. If there was a problem in the school and through your effective communication, you have handled the problem, the child has learned. And you have also gained the respect. It is one of the fundamentals of successful communication of a teacher. If you have successfully communicated by reading the mind of the child, it's done. The child is a good observer. He keeps on learning. We cannot say, अच्छे से बात करो, सुनो. No, we need to guide them. We need to see them. We need to imbibe various difficult culture, good culture into them. What will happen? That will give him confidence. Next slide, please. It is a skill that needs to be developed. Powerful at receivers and active listening. Oh my God, this is equally very, very important. Normally what happens, we don't listen, but active listening requires paying close attention to the speaker. I'm thanking you very much. You all actively, hopefully you are actively listening to me as well. And in a class also, when you speak, how the teacher, how the students listen you, that is important. Their body gestures, talk about that. So emotional intelligence develops. It is very important that we need to develop this active listening in the children by removing all distractions. Articulation, cohesion, and clarity. Yeah, speech clarity makes a lot of difference. Next slide, please. Short video. All of you, please watch this video. Yeah. Can you play the video, actually?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, video link.
I had shared, no? You had tried that, I told, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
beautiful. It speaks about, no, it is not playing.
no, ma'am. Uh, if you send me the which video, which link.
Okay. Now I cannot share now. After the session gets over, see, this speaks about that how we can handle a situation. Definitely, I will share the link. Let the session get over. Then I will share all because now I cannot send because I am in the session. Next
Okay,
slide.
ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Effective communication. Yeah, please continue. Enhances life skills. Yeah, all four skills, thinking, feeling, social, sensory, motor skills, all are necessary to become happy, healthy, and, creative individuals. That is why it is important that we need to develop thinking ability. They think better, speak better. They feel better, they speak better. They maintain relations better, they develop communication. Okay, so it is very important that these skills are necessary to become happy, healthy, and creative individual. So we need to guide. See, I tell you, in school, you must have seen your students follow the best teacher. Why? Because of the communication. And a student doesn't remember the teacher, whatever they have taught in school, but actually, whatever they have guided them in school, the way the teacher has communicated, the way the teacher has said, मैं हूं ना, The child loves the teacher. So effective communication makes the whole difference. In an interview also, when the children grow, you will guide them, that how you guide them, how they should communicate for the interview. So communication plays a vital role at every place. Next slide, please. Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, benefits of effective communication. It enhances life skills, logical thinking, interpersonal relationships. Already I spoke about empathy. Empathy and sympathy, there's a difference. Empathy means we should feel the other's feeling, and that will really, the day will be done. It also develops self-awareness, kindness, independence. So let us develop in the children communication in so that they in fact enhance in life skill. You know, NEP 2020 speaks about 21st century skills, and all these can be developed through, you know, developing communication skills. Next. Yeah. Interpersonal, yeah. You know, relating in positive ways with people we interact, making and keeping friendly relationship. Relations are more important. As I said, teacher relationship, student relationship. And one bottom line is that students are observing us. They are watching us. So let us, you know, maintain our communication skill better so that children, we are the role models. We should not be model. Please note that we are the role models and the students learn from us. Next slide, please. Yeah, social skill. You know, we all live in a society. How a child behave with the other, that is important. Okay, they express appropriately both verbally and non-verbally. Expressing opinion and desires, both verbally and non-verbally. Being able to ask for advice, everything that, see, I remember I told you once upon a time that a school is judged the way they behave outside. The school is very well written, healthy environment is very correct. A school is just the way the students behave on the road. School में सभी अच्छे होते हैं, all are disciplined under the teacher's umbrella. Actually, how they behave outside, that is important. I tell you, if a school dares to have an inter-school activity, they all feel, oh my God, सब बच्चे ठीक ठाक हैं, कोई बदमाशी नहीं करे. Why? It speaks of the school. So a school needs to imbibe these social skills in the children through better communication. How they should communicate outside and how they should behave in the society, how they should behave with the school of other school students, how they should go with the parent. All these depend on communication by inculcating values by the teachers. Okay, next please. Next slide. Yeah. Emotional scheme. See, the word is beautiful. Emotion. EMOTION. Remove the word E. It becomes motion. So emotions put us into the motion. I had a beautiful, you know, I don't know, video is not playing. Anyhow, I'll show later after the session gets over. Okay.
Yes.
Recognizing emotions within us and others. Being aware of how emotions influence behavior. Yes. गुस्सा आता है. You can see the pics here. You can see the you know, faces over there. Every face is expressive. So if you are happy, your emotions, you will communicate better. If you are angry, your father says, get me a glass of water. I cannot bring. No, beta, get me a glass of water. You are in a happy mood. Tell the child, my little boy, get me a glass of water. Wow, he will run and get it. Okay. So emotions also, you know, guide the students. So, see, I tell you, we cannot teach students कैसे बात करना है through our behavior, through our actions. We need to imbibe this communication skill in the children. Okay. So, being able, that is my suggestion, viewpoint. Okay. Being able to expand the emotions appropriately, recognizing the sources and effects of stress in our life. So learning how to relax stress. Stress is very, very, you know, what to say, although stress is needed, but we should know how to handle the stress. You should use mindfulness to handle the, you know, stress. Okay. Next slide, please. Rakhi, next. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this is beautiful. You will like it. Effective schools. Okay. No, no, go back. Yeah. Which are the schools which are effective? because they build success into relationships. Dynamic teaching learning process. How it can happen? Through communication, reflection on real life learning. What is real life? Why the people fight on the roads? Lack of communication. How to communicate, and all these, pushing and pulling each other, that creates all scuffles. So how to have be a good communicator, that is reflected on real life learning. So let us imbibe in children that they need to improve their, communication skills by promoting mutual respect. Respect is one of the fundamentals of successful communication, and the communication skill to bring along, life. It involves active listening, and it is vital if we are considered, that yes, we are able to develop this in the children. Being respectful to about others, okay, and when they speak and listening them is also respecting each other. Next.
Okay.
So these are 5 types of schools. Moving schools, they keep on adding values. They are moving schools, moving further. Cruising school, effective, but not adding values. School mein aaye padhaye gaye. No value addition. What they will learn. See, what they speak is some total of values. Strolling school, inadequate rate of improvement. Struggling school, are ineffective. Have the skill, but not the skill. Just one more, there's one more school. Yeah, yeah, a little, please, yeah. Sinking schools, ineffective, but not able to change. I think we all should be into the number one, moving school. We should keep on moving. And communication depends on adding values. Values are lifeline. Values are the lifeline. Real valuables, okay. And these schools keep on moving because they know what to communicate, how to communicate, when to communicate. Okay, कहाँ कैसे बात करना, these schools move. Syllabus is okay, everybody does. But how we develop these, inculcate values and make the schools moving school, that is important. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is very important. This is about, age development plan. I will, in 3 to 5 years, we should create an environment of affection. 5 to 10, values of life through stories, because formative years. 10 to 14, let children enjoy flashes of wonder. 15 or 18, they must be encouraged to question, don't stop them. And 18 to 20 years, okay, 18, 20 years, control the mind. Then let them grow independently. And by the time they grow, they will develop these value system into them. Next slide, please. Yeah. Can you try this video if it plays or not? I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Otherwise, move forward. Huh?
Okay. Ma'am, I don't think so. This video.
Okay, next. Let us do the next. Okay, let me not waste time into trying.
Okay.
I'll show all videos. I will try to reconnect. Okay. No, there are some barriers. Please note into emotional barrier. Okay. There is emotional barrier. That also we should try to overcome. Interpersonal barrier between friends, between teachers. बहुत barriers होते हैं. Let us try to break the barriers. How? Through communication. That is why it is important. Environmental barrier. Yeah, sometimes environment. एक बच्चे ने क्लास में किसी को डांटा, दूसरे ने उससे लड़ाई करी. All these happen. And as a teacher, how through our communication skill we guide the children. That is important. Life is communication. Right from the beginning, you come to school and you go home. The whole thing is communication, I can say. So it's organizational barrier that also happens. But let us try to overcome of these barriers. Okay. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Cultural barrier is language barrier, personal barrier. Sometimes a teacher asks a question in the class and the child is not able to say why, because he has this barrier. वो डरता है. Why can't we tell the child, don't worry, come on, speak up, I'm there with you, don't worry, nobody will laugh. So let us bring the children out of the shell. This is personal barrier. Psychological barrier. वो भी नहीं करना चाहते हैं. They are psychologically tensed. Oh my God, अगर मैंने गलत कहा तो क्या होगा? अरे क्या होगा? Heavens won't fall, doesn't matter. Sometimes gender barrier, girl and boy का issue होता है. मैं बोलूंगा तो हंसेंगे. वो बोलेगा तो मैं हंसूं. All these happen. So as a teacher, we need to, guide students so that they come out of all these. These barriers of communication has to be broken. Okay. Next slide. Types of communication. This is again very, very important. I will focus a little more on this. Yeah. These are the effective communicator, verbal skill, listening, visual, social, non-verbal. Yeah. Next, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is again very important. Look carefully, listen carefully, maintain eye contact, avoid distractions, don't interrupt the speaker, be clear while speaking, focus on the non-verbal communication cues, be confident, be open-minded, okay, be a soft-spoken person, very important. A good communicator is always soft, loud, not necessary that loud voice is heard. No, 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 no. Loud voice is not heard. A person who is soft become, adorable. So be soft. Let us guide children. ज़्यादा ऊंचा बोलना उचित नहीं होता है. Okay. So be a soft-spoken person. Represent the information in short. So these are the skill we need to develop in the children. Again, being a role model. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now, coming to the, verbal communication. So here I would like to say, let us be assertive, understanding others' views, strong and steady, not hurting others. Idea is we can never be too good. Frankly speaking, one cannot be too good at speaking. This is because we take oral skills for granted. No, we need to practice. We need to work on this. And I will suggest here, although it is strong and steady, not hurting others, fine. But I would like to mention, let us always think before we speak. Okay, let us be concise and brief. Let us consider others' perspective. भैया अगले को कैसा लग रहा है? How the other person is thinking? वो भी हमें देखना है. अगर हम यही कहते हैं, no, I am good speaker. No. Let us match our communication with the audience. That is important. Okay, and not only that, let us focus on what we say and also ensure that others are getting that. And I must thank all the listeners here with their compliments through various actions. I'm really also getting motivated. Means you are not speaking, but through a non-verbal communication, you are making me feel better. Are you getting my point? So this is also a sort of communication. You are not speaking, but you are showing gestures. That's important. Okay, next slide, please.
Okay.
In there are, intentional messages, passive, submissive, aggressive. These are various, let us not be aggressive already, I speak. So let us also feel that, also try to know, do we keep eye contact with the speaker? Do we position ourselves? See, when we take a class, how we maintain eye contact with the children? That is important. Means how are they listening? How are they getting us? And what is the response? This is very, very important. It is both. It is not one-way traffic. It is two-way traffic. Okay. I wish I had an offline session. I could have given examples. Anyhow, okay. Now, when observing others, we should ensure that we are being heard. They are listening. Okay. Certain people make communication unpleasant. Let us not do that. बच्चों से बहुत गुस्सा आता है. Doesn't matter. But let us be positive. Positivity is real better communication. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Teacher, the heart of the process. Yeah, we are the heart of the process. Gives them time to incubate ideas, teaching more effective. Okay. Enhance soft skills, empathy, teamwork, leadership, communication, motivation. Last is very important. We all teachers need to be motivational speakers. Let us motivate children. Let us guide children. Okay. Let us keep talking to them. Talking solves everything. Talking means communication. Okay. Next. Actively, role play, discussion, storytelling. I tell you, make it a habit to tell the stories to the children, and that too, if you have something personal, wonderful. They learn that better. So drama, debate, elocutions, we all have already spoke about that. Developing soft skills is important. Question answer session. Never hesitate asking questions. Why? Sometimes it happens that the students want to take the test of a teacher and say, they ask very difficult question. Doesn't matter. You say, okay, my child, I will give answer tomorrow. Well communicated. He understood. That's there. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah. Verbal communication. Sometimes it becomes aggressive. Here, I would like to request all the teachers, let us control our aggressiveness in the class. They are scared, especially when I showed you the chart of life of children. The children who are, very small, they are scared. Okay. Verbal communication. It should never be not respecting others. ऐसा नहीं करना है. Let us not make communicate threatening with a feeling. Let us try to discourage and deny the other person his rights. No. Threatening and forceful body language. These are all examples of verbal. And I could not show the video of emotion. How emotions affect. That also we should know. Next slide, please. Next. Yeah. So verbal communication is assertive. Communication is not rude or threatening, but okay, it should be understood. Standing up for respecting others, confused body language. Let us avoid conflicts. Okay, there are conflicts in class sometimes. Let us avoid through our communication. Next. Verbal communication, sometimes passive or submissive. Let us not communicate in a weak way, afraid to address the issue or the problem. Don't want to upset or disappoint others. No, but we should be strong in our words. This is very, very important. Then there will be clarity. Next slide, please. No, this is important. Non-verbal, eye contact, touch, expressions, handshake, speaker and listener, proper facial expression. Oh my God. See, as I said, you are not speaking anything, but through the gestures, I can make out that, yes, are you tired? Are you listening me? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? What you are getting of my communication. Okay. Similarly, so I tell you, non-verbal is very important because this helps more in setting among workers, among teachers. As you can imagine, non-verbal communication is a skill that comes in handy. That is important. Instead of adding it to anything, your verbal expressions become important. My teacher is very angry I have no time. I could have told you a story otherwise. Okay, it's okay. No, the teacher enters in the class very angry. You understand. Oh my God, you all are scared. And the teacher is very happy. Wow, my teacher is happy today. What can I speak about? And these children are very, very emotional. They watch you, they observe you. And through your body language, learn so many things. They know your character, how my teacher is good. Okay, next. It improves interactions. The child is not happy in the class. As a teacher, you are watching. You can call the child, my boy, what happened to you today? I'm there for you. Tell me. And the child will be very happy. Okay, because you also have observed his, uh, communication. He's quiet. He's angry. He's unhappy. He's sleeping. He's not well. We also should take care of children. That is there. So it develops stronger relationships, more subtle smile. Okay, the expressions of emotions. Okay, a book written by Charles Darwin. If you get the time, please have this book in a school library and let the teachers read the book, The Expressions of Emotions by Charles Darwin. Okay, thank you everyone for enjoying the session. At least next slide, please. Assertive, body language, posture. See, this is again very important slide. Body language speaks of 55%, voice 38%, and words 7%. What is important? Body language of the teacher. See, I tell you, I never liked mathematics. My teacher was very, strict, and he would come and give tight when we don't understand. I said, "Humko maths nahi padhna. I don't want to study maths." And my English teacher allowed me. It again teaches communication and students. Okay, that makes the difference. Okay, thank you. Next session, next part, please. Next slide. Assertive communication, positive visualization of language and posture, mind management, master the mind and master the world. Be cautious of non-verbal communication. As I said, let us do that. Take care of target audience. Yes, that is very, very important. Thank you, everyone. Next slide, please. Listening. Wow, who wants to listen? But thank you for being me for 1 hour. So it is listening, a key to all communication. Why the students learn better? Because they listen to the teacher. I tell you honestly, because they listen to the teacher. So let us develop this habit more in the children. Silent reading, listening, these are the keys to success. Mind speaks the language of heart. A good listener communicates better. It enriches patience, encourages openness, builds resilience and faith. So let us develop, in a nutshell, let us develop listening habit in the children. This is because this helps a lot. It speaks of clarity, it speaks of honesty. Okay. Next slide, please. Thank you, Praveen. Yeah, visual communication. In the schools also you have display boards, you have notice boards, you have so many things. Visual communication, traffic signals, signs for the washroom, sign for flammable substances. There are n numbers of visual communication that we can have in the school. Signs for, areas, barricades, railway crossings. There are plenty. I just picked up a few, an example. Okay. Next slide, please.
Yes.
No, this again is very important slide. Two are very important. Okay. Verbal messages, words we choose, how we speak, what are the words we are choosing. Okay. There are two things, paraverbal, non-verbal, used to send clear and concise. I will highlight the paraverbal. Next slide, please. Next. Yeah. Paraverbal, tone, pitch, and pace. I did not say you were stupid. I did not say you were stupid. I did not say you were stupid. See, all these tone make the difference. So how we speak, what we speak, that makes the difference. So the power of pitch, the truth about the tone, and the strength of the pace is very, very important. So let us paraverbal, please keep in your mind, paraverbal, it will always tell you that how to speak and how you guide children to communicate. That's there. Okay. Next slide, please. Now, here we all stand together, the role of a teacher. Yeah. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now, let us teach our children empathy. Let us teach conversation skills. Let us establish listening and speak procedures. Teach respectful vocabulary. Teach the power of pausing. Practice. This is very important for all of us to know and guide the students. Okay. Practice speaking and listening in natural settings. Encourage introspection. That's equally important. Okay. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here, public speaking. Yeah, again, coming to the final point, all the communication depends on public. Let us prepare in advance. Everyone gets nervous before addressing a crowd. Tell a student to speak in the assembly. Oh my God, he starts shivering. So let us train children. Let us prepare in advance with us, and for the students also, we should guide the children that they should prepare. Know your audience. When the students speak in the assembly, they should know that they are the friends. How they should speak. When as a teacher we speak in the public, we should also know. For example, if we are putting something to a crowd of more than 200, we need to be different. Crowd of 60 need to be different. Assembly different. Okay, you can even throw in some cultural references, memes, jokes, sometimes, while engaging the audience, organizing your material, create the framework for presentation. That is important. Okay, be attentive to feedback and adapt to it. Very important. Feedback is let us not be scared of the feedback. Feedback makes us improve. Let us not take it, negative, because feedback makes us introspect. Okay. We talk of respect, we should introspect. That is again very, very important. Let your personality shine through. If the audience struggling to keep up with what we are saying, let us slow down a little. And if we think the time is up, even I will speak accordingly. Be attentive to feedback and adapt. Let your personality shine through. Don't read from the text always. Okay. You can refer to, but not reading. Take advantage of the non-verbal communication. This is important. How we speak, that is there. Let us use presentations. Let us conclude. And there should be something, final takeaway. That is concluding dynamic. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah, you can see here the potter and the person who is doing it. So let teachers be a good communicator and imbibe in the children this skill. the repo for building trust. Body language is very important, a great motivator for students. Exhibit intellectual integrity. Exhibit intellectual integrity. A lesson well taught is well taught. The child says, why cannot a teacher teach the lesson? I understand. Okay, we are the potters, we are the gardeners. I tell you, frankly speaking, we are very important for the students, for the society, because we are the creators of future ambassadors of India. Very important. Next slide, please. Yeah, the role of a teacher is right vision of education, right attitude, ability to discriminate. Teacher is a musician. You are like a Pied Piper. You all must have read the story of Pied Piper. Okay, how he can make all the rats run behind him. So we are like Pied Pipers. Teaching with emotions is rewarding. Language has deep aesthetic value. Again, in through communication or in communication, we need to be, careful of the language. This is important. Language kills or kicks or does everything good. So get beyond self-interest. Okay. Next. If you want a child's mind to grow, you must first plant a seed. The child says, poor sweet child says, if you touch me soft and gentle, if you look at me and smile at me, if you listen to me and then talk to me, I will really do. We are responsible for the growth of the children. Next, please. Next slide. We all should feel, I am a proud teacher, creating a friendly, supportive, stimulating, and structured learning environment, catering to the needs of the students, promoting mutual respect and individual empowerment, encouraging collaboration among teachers and students, and developing verbal skills, effective skills. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah. See, this again. See, it all depends on us, how we develop them. If a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. With encouragement, he learns to be confident. He lives praise, he learns to appreciate. If he lives with fairness, he learns justice. So we are there to guide them. Next. Yeah. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. See how positive and negative. Hostility, he learns to fight. Ridicule, shy. So we should avoid all these negativities and imbibe in them positivity. I tell you here, when I was a little girl, my mother used to tell me, the world was bad, is bad, will be bad, doesn't matter. Okay, you need to grow. That's there. So let us, build positivity in the children. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to shy. He lives with shame, he learns to be guilty. These are negativities. Yeah, next slide. Yeah.
Again,
Next
I don't think so.
one. Last slide. Next, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you see the lamp? See, a lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its flame, said Rabindranath Tagore. So we teachers are the lamps. With our knowledge lamp, we need to lit up the knowledge lamp of students. That is important. Okay, next please. Next slide. Raki?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Religion is important, then contact. Relation is important, then contact. So maintain relation through good communication skills. Can you play the video? Can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Again, there's one more. Thank you, everyone, for the session. You can put the queries if you have by the time Madam tries the video. Thank you so much for your non-verbal communication. It became visual for me. It became verbal for me. Your non-verbal became verbal for me. Thank you so much. I must thank, COE Patna and Patliputra Sahodaya. And thank you, Shubhlashri ma'am, for giving the opportunity to interact with so many teachers. Thank you so much. Any query you can
It was
put.
very nice session.
Thank you. Yeah, any queries you can please place in. Can you try video?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying.
Any query you can say. Thank you for the good compliments and good communication skills, yours communication skills. Shall I re-enter and try on my end?
Yes, ma'am, you can try.
I'll try it. If it
Okay.
allows me to enter.
Okay.
No, it's not allowing me to enter. Anyhow, it's okay. Anyhow,
Okay.
sorry I could not show the videos. I would love to show, but it's okay, doesn't matter. Or you can download and show it if you want. You can try. Because these are really, even if you show the last video, that will be worth. That's all
yes.
okay. That is worth showing.
Okay, ma'am. Last one.
If you want, I can share with Subhashri madam.
Yes, ma'am. Otherwise, you can send me directly in WhatsApp. So I can
WhatsApp
talk.
I cannot send because I opened just 1
Okay.
minute.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
I'll send to Subhashri madam.
Okay, ma'am.